What's going on, YouTube? All right, so tonight we're going to install some new license plate bulb lights. I picked these up at O'Reilly's, Sylvania's. They're the super bright kind. Now, hopefully it's not a scam. Does that mean they wear out faster? I don't know, but we want the super bright. They're about 25 bucks, kind of expensive. Not too happy with that, but whatever. And they're lifetime warranties too, supposedly. So if one of them goes bad, I will definitely go in there and start bitching. So we're gonna put these on our Honda here. They're 194s. Says they're compatible with a 168. Basically just a regular license plate bulb. But let's see the difference. All right, so here's how the lights, how bright they are right now. They're not very bright. I got pulled over one time. A cop said they weren't working at all. And obviously he was lying a little bit, but they are very dim, as you can see. Pretty sure maybe it's because the lenses are dirty, possibly, but we're going to clean them out and install those LED bulbs. Okay, once you got the trunk popped, they're pretty easy, just some Phillips screws each side, 2 of them. Careful not to drop the screws in that slot right there as you're taking them out. Yeah, I don't know where that leads to, but just don't drop them in there. Okay, after you got the screws out, put them in a safe location. I put mine right here in the trunk gap or jam. They should pull out though. Okay, here's one. Very easy actually. Slide right out of there. And there's the wire. A lot easier with 2 hands, but you can just push it. There you go. That's it. That's how I did it. Okay. So just put it on the bench here, see what we're working with. Counterclockwise to pull this thing out of here. This is where the bulb is held. Just like that. Okay, and we got a standard, very blurry looking one. About to go out anyway. Careful when you're pulling these out. They could break inside your hand, your finger. I actually got a scar from pulling one of these out when they look very blurry and white like that. You probably can't tell, but I got a weird sensation in my finger right here since I did one of those. So use a paper towel or something while you're pulling it out. Here. Kind of like this maybe, if you can. Grip the bulb with the paper, there you go, and that's it, pretty much. But we have an issue. We're gonna clean this lens out somehow because it's extremely dirty in there. So we're gonna clean it. Yeah, it looks like this thing comes apart. So this rubber grommet around it slides out. Actually, check this out. You're able to rip it open to clean it. Okay. Very simple. This is a part that needs cleaning right here. Just wash this off with some soapy water and shouldn't seem to get any more technical than that. Okay, I already cleaned it off. It's just simple. I didn't have to show it. Soapy water, that's all I did. Now, you can clean this off too if you want, but I'm not going to because I don't really care that much. It's not that bad. And there's a little spot in here you can just wipe off. And that's really all you can do. Mainly just clean this part. It's a hell of a difference already. I mean, you could probably do some more stuff to it, like buff it out or wet sand it. Use your headlight restore kit on it. Do whatever you want, but I'm just going to wipe it off. And it seems like it has a slight fogginess to it from the factory. I don't know if you can tell. But we're just going to leave it just like that. A lot better than it was. And now we're going to put it back together. Show the bulbs we're using once more before I tear them out of the package and throw it away. It's a super bright kind. So we'll see how super bright it is. Here's the difference with the dirty lens and a clean lens. Hell of a difference, I guess. Okay, so the auto parts store on me, they were pushing bulb grease. I don't really believe in bulb grease because I believe it creates more resistance. Therefore, will affect the bulb's life and might melt the socket. So I'm just gonna put it in dry Again, it's a 195 or 194 bulb. All right, when you're assembling these things back together after you clean the lens off, you have to keep the angled spots parallel or lined up with every component. So the seal gasket has indentations just like the lenses. Even this does. The plastic housing assembly where the bulb is being held at. They all have indentations you have to keep aligned with each other when you put it back together. And don't mix the sides up. Do these one at a time now. Basically, start by putting the lens in the gasket. There's an indentation for that, as you can see. Keep the, I think this is the anti-blind flap. Yes, so the light doesn't blind the car behind you when the light's on, because these are gonna be super bright, remember. Yeah, just tuck it in, all edges first. Do that part first. Remember, the indentations go with the lens and the gasket. And last step is gotta line the indentations up on the rest of the pieces now. Flat spot, angled spot, whatever you want to call it. Slide one in, and then you gotta kind of help the other side. All right. Make sure the holes are lined up, which they are because we line the indentations up. And that's it. Repeat the other side, same way. Just don't mix the parts up. I don't know if they're different. All right, so going back together here, we got the couple of the screws, a couple threads started, and basically plug them back in. Plug them back in, and they will snap right in place. Okay, same thing other side. Okay, careful with the screws, putting them back in. Make sure they're angled how I have them. Harness goes that way, and bulb should follow it. Okay, this one was kind of hard getting out the harness, so you gotta snake it back in there, but not too bad. Other side was a little bit easier for some reason. Okay, then same way, just snake it in there on the other side. Okay, take your Phillips. You can hand start them. Pretty easy. Tighten them all the way up. Okay, so you can even leave that harness unplugged if it's too hard to remove. Sorry for telling you this now, but you can just unscrew it out of here, out of that fixture first, and leave those in here, and you can clean the assembly like this, and then put it back in when you're done. All right, here's a quick tip. If you're still trying to get them out, actually, you're not even at this step yet, you put your hand back here, you could wiggle the harness, because sometimes the harness gets caught up as you're moving it, like mine did. So just in case you have that problem, stick your hand back here behind the trunk. Put your fingers there on the other side and that side. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and tighten them all up. Phillips screwdriver. Okay, here's the final result. Yeah, they're pretty damn bright. I'm not sure if the extra $5 for the super bright was worth it, but they are pretty damn bright. These even leaves a little mark on the ground. Not even sure if the old bulbs did that, but not bad. Hope you enjoyed this video. Smash that like button and subscribe.